Mandy, here's the deal. If there's any point in time when you're wanting me or my voice to go away, okay, here's the deal. You're going to have to get up and do it yourself. I'm not just going to stop the video, just because you don't like my voice. That's not A, cool, and B, fair, okay? All right? You're going to have to get up and press pause, all right? Not too much to ask, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure not a whole lot of people would be angry. But you got to do it yourself, and that's pretty fair. I think that I've told you that I refer to my friendship with you as brown-haired Mandy and blonde-haired Mandy. It's like the Jurassic era and the priest. BC and AD, they're all the same thing. Brown hair, blonde hair, whatever. Anyway, so my first memory of brown-haired Mandy, which is essentially the first memory that I ever really have. Tutorial, freshman year. We spent a lot of time, together in tutorial. Not sure a whole lot of other people can say that. It's because we had leadership, and we were the only two, in leadership. And then there's all these, leadership posers that have come in lately. I don't know if you've noticed them, and I'm not going to name them, but we were kind of the first, and I think that you and I both know that. Next for that. There we go. First tutorial discussion that you and I ever had was about two things. First thing was about the sweatshirt I'm pretty sure you were wearing that day, and it was from like some jiu-jitsu championship or black belt. You were a black belt in something. You are a black belt in something. Like, I was kind of impressed, but at the same time, like, you were younger, and I didn't know if a lot of those skills kind of like, you retained those skills, or if you could even use them on a larger person, or on any person, to be honest. I'm getting off track. The story that you were telling me was that the name on the back of the sweatshirt that you had was wrong, and it was like Amdamda or something like that. I thought it was really funny because it made you so mad that someone spelled your name wrong, and I don't really get that a lot. Grant is like one syllable and like 5 letters, spell it backwards, TNARG. Yeah, that's right. I could tell you were kind of nervous telling the story because, you were talking to a guy that you didn't really know. You thought he was kind of a hunk, which is this guy right here. And you know what? That's okay. The second thing that you decided to talk to me about was you were excited to tell me you have no cartilage in your knee or something crazy or weird like that. It was very jelly, and I was grossed out. It pretty much ruined lunch for me for a long time. But what I remember thinking, especially through those first few talks with you, was that the friendship that we were going to have, and I could tell at a very early stage that the friendship that we were going to have was going to be different. It was going to be a lot different than some of the ones that I was forming then, as we were kind of coming into a new area. You were very kind to me, and we were friends basically instantly. And I know that a lot of people who came in to high school or who came into any kind of situation like that don't look at a long-term friendship when you first begin, to form something with someone. And I could definitely tell that, especially with you, it was something special, and it was something that would form, part of who I am and who I would be. And I still feel that way today. I feel like you're a huge influence and a huge person in my life, and someone who has definitely shaped me. And I just wanted you to know that from the beginning, I knew that we would really always be there for each other. Speaking of being there for you, I don't think that anybody has really, been told what your real name is. And I think it's about time. I think it's about time that you accept it, that everybody else accept it. Shmammy, okay? Nobody really has caught on except me. Brant, stop trying to make shmammy happen. It's not going to happen. SHMA mammy. I don't know how I have decided to spell it yet. Yes, okay, yes, this video was shot backwards. I don't know why. Do you understand how hard it is to write this backwards? Really not that very hard, because like the H and the M and A and M and Y, you can kind of like write them the same. You just kind of figure out that. Look at that. Look how much work. How much work I put in. Do you remember that time we tried to Bernie and ran into each other? I do. Or what about every single trip that you and I made with Dawson to, oh God, whatever that party place is. Oh, I'm going to remember it. I'm going to remember it. I'll come back to it. Or that one time you helped me make a video about school shootings. That was really depressing. Litmans. That's what it was. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I think we both recognize the fact that every single day you showed your stomach to somebody. There's not one person, I don't think, that we both know that has not seen a lot of your body. And since we're being honest here, I really don't like any of the Madagascar movies. They are just awful. I've always been severely disappointed in your taste in film. What about junior year? Prom, going downtown, driving around, and then you saw the World Trade Center and said the most amazing thing I had ever heard anybody say. Is that the World Trade Center? I thought they blew that up. Not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed in you after that one. The fact of the matter is that there's probably about 1,000 more stories and little memories that we have together, and I'll probably have to hold off on those until the next video, or the third video, or the fourth video. But there are a few things that I wanted to say. Mandy, you know that I care about you, and you know that you're one of my best friends, and that I love you very much. And it hurt me, and it hurts me to see you the way that you are. And if there's anybody less deserving of any kind of injury this severe, I can't think of anybody. I mean, you've been through so much, and I mean, a lot of us has seen you, pull through your struggle. At the same time, if there's anybody that I truly believed could make it through something like this, it would be you. There's no other person that has the strength that you do. And I'm not sure you realize that sometimes. I miss you. And I really want to see you again. I want to see you be you. I want to see you love life the way that you've always loved it. And I want you to have the ability to do that. And I know that you can. And I pray for it every moment. I can't not think about it. I'm not sure if you realized it, and I'm not sure that it matters at this point, but I needed to apologize because I was upset with you, angry with you, the last time that I spoke with you before the accident. And I'm not even sure if you could have told. It was over the phone, and it seems so small. And I wish that I could have just said how much I cared about you and how I wanted you to be safe on your trip and all those things. But instead I chose to be short. I chose to be inconsiderate and angry. And I apologize. Things seem so trivial at a time like this. Mandy, please get better. Get better for me. Get better for Mountain View. Get better for your family. Get better for your friends, and get better for yourself. Because if there's anybody who has a brighter future than you, show them to me. Show them to me. Because I can't think of anybody. We miss you. We love you. And I can't wait to see you again. And I can't wait for you to come back to us. I miss you. And I love you very much. I'll see you soon. I promise.